Yes, sir. It's your boy Hayes. We're back with another one. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we do that, let's give this video a thumbs up. If not, you already know. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Be a part of the fam so you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. So going into tomorrow, we already know on Mondays, myself, I like to kind of observe. If I do take a position, I want to kind of take a small position. That way, if you lose money, you ain't really trying to start your rest of the week off trying to get the money back that you lost and forcing stuff that's not there and you end up losing money. So that way, if you make money, you already kind of got a little head start and you ain't really pressed about making more money because you already good for the week. You know, made money on a Monday. Just protect yourself. So, have the right perspective, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys the top stocks that I'm watching on next week. I also let you know what to expect for the overall market, that what can possibly send the market, higher or lower, and let you guys know my thoughts and opinions. And before that, let's do a recap of last week on how some, my people did. Shout out to my boy Lewis, man. He sent me this. He was like, "Shut this out, my boy. Did it for you, my boy. Like, good payday today." You know what I'm saying? 8,700. What he made, like $10,000 in a day. Come on, man. They going crazy, bro. I love to see stuff like that. Right here, this is one of the plays I call out last week. I like to call out plays, and it immediately happened. Like, it happened within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, seconds, 30 minutes. That's why I say the first hour of the day and the last hour of the day is the only days you need to focus on is trading. You also need to be investing though, buying quality stocks now while they're cheap and just holding for a longer period of time is always the safe old traditional way to do things. But also, like, if you want to trade, you need to be very meticulous and strategic, about whenever you do so. First hour, last hour of the day, know exactly where you're getting in, where you're getting out, have your rules in place, plan your entry and exit, be strategic about how much you sizing in, don't over leverage yourself, don't, you know what I'm saying? So much that goes into play that you need to be, on point about. But you get what I'm saying? Like stuff like this, no doubt, double my account in an hour. So this also what I want you to focus on. And right after this, we're going to get into the plays on what I want you to look at. So right here, we got stock futures are a little change as Wall Street await key inflation data. So if you don't know, CPI and PPI, there are important inflation data reports that can definitely dictate the market. Whenever these are reported, they can like send the market flying higher or they can send it lower. So CPI is consumer price index. The PPI is producer price index. So the PPI is what the producers, you know what I'm saying, the companies on what their inflation rate change is, and the CPI consumers, that's what the people, the American people, what they data change is. So going to next week, I'm gonna be looking at Tesla. Tesla's at 354 right now, 355. If Tesla break 355, this thing could go 355, 356. This thing could go to 360, 365 quick, guys. You definitely want to keep an eye on this. Also, right here, we got Tesla with the news on last week. Tesla has unveiled a groundbreaking compensation package for CEO Elon Musk, which could see him earn up to $1 trillion over the next decade. And you can go on and read all that. I don't really like to hold you guys too long reading all the, I ain't gonna say unimportant, but you can read it on your own time. This is just an influence that could help a stock that was already destined to go up. Tesla was already on this path to, it was at 450, 425 for the fours earlier this year at the beginning, and it still got a lot of recovering to do to get back to that and go higher. So it was already on path to do this. This just an extra incentive to make it go higher, probably at a quicker pace. Also, Meta. I want to watch Meta at 754, 754, 755. This break 758, 757. This thing could go. You want to watch Meta. This bad boy can go back towards 800 quick. Also, this the last one is GameStop. GameStop report earnings on next week. GameStop is going to move, in my opinion, I believe at least 15 to 20%, possibly even more. If we get a sense of like what was going on back in 2021, 2020, with the GameStop meme stocks, AMC, if we get any whiff of that, because it's still over 1 million people watching GameStop daily, waiting for some AMC. It's crazy. The community behind that is crazy. Y'all already know a lot of y'all, a lot of, YouTube came from that. But Watch GameStop on next week. This thing is going to make a lot of money in options. I'm looking to possibly play both ways because if it moves 20%, 30%, something crazy, either way going to print. And, I'm going to be biased towards one way and probably put more money towards the side. But you get what I'm saying. I'm going to have a little bit of leverage on both sides just in case it move crazy. You still going to be able to eat. So pay attention to that because those certain certain times around, it don't matter which way you play. Like, I'm going to go ahead and give you one. I don't gatekeep. Carvana. Whenever Carvana report earnings, I hope y'all paying attention. You play either side. The next time Carvana play earnings, I'm going to tell y'all right now. And I, show love. Just comment. You just reposting and commenting that I helped you, earned you money before is going to help me. Because I show other people that. And that just, you know what I'm saying? That just, show the people. But anyways, next time Carvana posts earnings, you can put the exact amount on either side and you're going to make thousands of dollars, especially if you put bands on it. You put $3,000 on puts, $3,000 on calls, on Carvana earnings, you're going to make 10 bands. Hayes telling you right now. And I ain't want to jinx myself, so don't hold me to it. Because right now I'm telling all these people that's just how life is. They'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Next time it come around, the stock don't even move. So, dang, I do want to say that too. So I at least help myself out. But I'm just going off of history. History repeats itself in the stock market. So most of the time, whenever that happens, you know what I'm saying? It go crazy like that. Like it literally go crazy. Man, look. That jump be having me tempted because I ain't want to get caught. You do it and you get caught slipping. But that jump had me want to put 50 and 50 on each side. You know what I'm saying? 50 bands on call, 50,000 on puts. Let it go ahead and turn into 300 bands. Because it'll turn, the calls end up turning to 300,000. And then you take the $50,000 loss on the puts. You still up $250,000. Y'all know that, right? But don't try to take that, though. Listen, don't try to run with that with every stock. Because you'll end up losing on both sides. From theta, time decay, you lost money, you know what I'm saying? And the stock ain't moved as much as you thought. So now you done lost thousands on calls and thousands on puts. So don't just take that and think, if you're new here, and think, oh man, I ain't know you could do that. I done lost something. I'm about to be rich. No, you're not. No, you're not. You only can do that at certain particular times on certain stocks. I'm telling you. So you already know, man. Sometimes I like to prolong the video to talk about more stuff to actually teach, people stuff behind the scenes and, other things. Because I'm pretty sure somebody out there that didn't really know that. Like, it's called a straddle, that you can play both sides, or you can do that in a way on certain stocks and make a shit ton of money without having no emotions involved. Because you feel so good for an earnings play that gonna move crazy, and you got bands on both sides, the same amount. So on my head, I'm like, I don't care what you do. I just need you to move aggressively. So during moments like that, I don't care if the stock go up or down. You know how good that feels? But the only thing you need is for that stock to move up 20%, 30%. You get what I'm saying? Like Lululemon. Even though it didn't go up like I expected it to, if you put $4,000, that's what my boy Lewis, I told you, made $10,000 at the beginning of this video. If you put $3,000 on calls and $3,000 on puts on Lululemon, I don't give a damn if it went up or down. That 3,000 turned to 9,000. So if you made 9 bands, do you care about giving 3,000 away and still having 6? Shit, I wouldn't. You get what I'm saying? That's like making 90 bands. I just made $90,000 and I gave 30,000 away and still got 60. Like, you're not really gonna, be worried about it. But you already know what to do. Follow for more. I love y'all. Add your boy on Instagram at the BHShow_. Feel free to hit me up for a one-on-one or anything like that. We out, and God bless you.